maintenance. Well, this is for a wire shelf. You know, these are used in closets quite a bit these days. And wanted to show you how you can actually remove these. What this has is a special deal that splits behind there. And really, you don't want to just pull it straight out, because once it splits it open, you'll pull a big old chunk of the drywall out. What you want to do is grab the little pin. You can either use like a small flat blade screwdriver or a little chisel thing or something pokey to get underneath there. But once you get in there, just pull the pin out. And now, once you pull the pin out, then you can pull the thing out much easier. Just a little gently, but you can see what happens is when you push the pin in, it spreads the molding apart. And by removing that pin first, and it's nice and easy. Here, just get underneath there, and then you can pull the pin right out, and then you can pull the molding out. If you try to do it without that, it'll tear a big old chunk out of the drywall. So here we go. And you got a few of these. Just gotta get underneath there, and a little twist. And a little twist, and then a pair of pliers, and we can pull the pin out. Nice and easy. And now just a little patch, and we'll be all set. So that does about the least amount of damage to the drywall. There we go. So for these, it's the exact same concept for the support arms for these wire shelves. I wish I had a better piece of video to put on here to show you the wire shelf and how it sits out. But I know a lot of you out there see these. These are so common these days, these wire shelves. But this is how the anchors are anchored when they're not installed in studs. And a lot of these are deliberately not installed in studs. Now these wire shelves, of course, are only designed to handle so much weight. That's just what they are. But to make these stronger, if they're anchored in a stud, is an alternate way of using the clips. You have to just cut off the clips and then put the screw in a stud instead. And the same with the support arms. Sometimes those are anchored in a stud instead of using these special clips, but these clips are designed to add considerable strength in just an anchor to the drywall alone. Anyway, this is how you can remove them with about the least amount of wall damage. Just thought I'd cover those other points. And the way I used to get I don't have any more of these wire shelves right now, but when I do these to strengthen them, what I'll do is I'll get a bracket, a wall bracket that has 2 screw holes, so it goes over the very back of the wire shelf, and mount 2 screws right into the stud in between the existing brackets, and that just adds a tremendous amount of strength, because then the whole thing's anchored to the studs, but it's also using those drywall anchors and keeping those supported in, and that can make them a lot less likely to pull out of the wall, and kind of can minimize work orders for that if you're at a property where it has a lot of those wire shelves, or if that's at your house. That's just a way to keep things going good. Yep, now just a little patch and paint and we'll be all set.